Hannah Chen here from Chen's Authentic Cuisine. Happy Friday! What would you fancy to eat tonight? Chinese? Just as well, because I'm going to show you how to cook chicken chow mein. Yes, but before that, I'd just like to say happy birthday to my son. Happy birthday! Wish you a wonderful day just as you are. If today is your birthday, happy birthday to you too. Happy birthday! Right, back to cooking. So, chicken chow mein is one of the most loved all-time, one of the most loved all-time noodles. So, and it's also a very versatile dish, and you can tweak with all kind of vegetable. And in the past, I used the Chinese cabbage, poi chai, celery, bean sprout, and tinned and sliced, shredded chestnut, water chestnut, and the bamboo shoot. But today, I'm going to use some mangetouts, mushroom, pepper, yellow and purple pepper. This purple pepper is from my garden. I grew them, so it's really crispy, and some carrot. So because I like the crunchy texture, and also because that's all I got in the fridge. So that's what I'm going to use, and it works for chow mein as well. So did you know the Chinese, we're talking about celebrating birthdays, and instead of we eat birthday cakes, we eat birthday noodles, and it's a long-lasting Asian tradition, but still in practice today. So we have birthday noodles to celebrate. Is a representative of longevity. So that's why I'm also doing the noodle today. So let's talk about the ingredients. So you need about 550 grams chicken breast or chicken thigh. I use the chicken thigh because personally I found the thigh is more juicier than breast. So what I did is I shredded like so long pieces like that, and I marinate in some Shaoxing wine and soy sauce and vegetable oil, and you best is if you can marinate it about half an hour. So I already done that, so it's been marinating half an hour. And apart from vegetable, also you need 2 or 3 clove garlic and crushed chopped, or 2 spring onions and sliced like so. So that's why I sliced like that. And I kept the green part finely chopped, so I'm going to use the in the end to garnishing. And also I have a pre-boiled some noodles. So it's about 200 grams noodles. You can use rice noodles, egg noodles, but I use this spaghetti because again that's all I can get from my cupboard. So, and the spaghetti works, right? So first of all, I'm going to stir fry the chicken first, and hope the wind not going to kill my health. So about 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil in the wok. It is a very windy day. I thought that I brave it, cook outside. Right, so swirl around, make sure the oil coated your wok evenly. So once the oil reaches the nice temperature, then you want add some start fry your chicken. So I'm going to give a little bit of time to let the. So I also have another thing I also like, because some people may be allergic to soya. So I found the oyster sauce is quite alternative to soy sauce. So I'm going to use this instead today. Use a soy sauce instead of soy sauce. I'm going to use the oyster sauce instead of soy sauce today. So this is the oil sauce. I'm going to put it upside down because this is a new bottle and it's quite heavy and condensed, so it's not easy to come out. So I'm going to put it upside down so when I'm using it, so it can easily come out. So the wok's a nice hot, so I'm going to put the chicken in. You probably noticed I like cooking stir fry with my chopstick, purely because it's easier to separate the chicken pieces and also any other ingredients. It's quite easy to separate them. So you want to cook the chicken pieces in about 3 to 5 minutes, and until they're browning, because you want to make sure the chicken are well cooked, because you don't want to get food poison, do you? And that's why another thing is when you cut the chicken, you want to cut them in a very fine, thin slices, because that way it's easy to cook as well. Also, the other reason I kept the chicken in the shredded, the long thin strip, because that go with all the shape like the noodles, because the long thin strip. So I want to keep all the ingredients and they go with the same shape rather than dice them. So I cut them as a long thin strip. Right. The chicken nicely start browning. Also, lots of people, if you marinate any sort of meat, it would be nice if you have a little bit Shaoxing wine or any sherry. So what you do is put a couple of teaspoons in. It just really soften and tenderize the meat. So and some people like using corn flour as well. I didn't use corn flour today because sometimes I found it's too starchy. Then when you do stir fry, they stick to the bottom of your wok. So so that's my personal preference. Okay, I think the heat is kind of escaped, and they want to concentrate, because one of the things with wok cooking, you want to quite dance the heat. The wind kind of hinders the ability of this process. Okay, so while we're waiting for the chicken to be brown and cooked, so if you could leave a comment or send me a message and let me know what's the best Chinese food that you like and you like to learn to cook. Any of your favorite dishes, and why you like them, and so on and so forth. So I try to incorporate into my cooking program. So next time, and I can show you how to make your favorite dish. So I have received lots of people that they want they quite chicken chow mein, because it's such, like I said, it's one of the most old-time loved noodles, and it's so easy to make. So that's why I thought I'll make it today in an extremely windy condition. I also, I don't know if you love camping or something, because every time we go camping, we don't go very often, probably twice a year. I always like bring my wok with me, because just like now, so I like just whip up something in my wok. It's just as easier, and you open the tins something, because it also healthy as well. So you can get your all fresh ingredients and cook there then. And sometimes, with this type of chicken chow mein, or you want to do just the stir-fry noodle, if you're camping, as I did in the past, as I often do if I go camping, you get all the same ingredient, all your vegetables, because they will last a day at least. And you can get your dry pack noodle, they will last for a long time. So you cook your noodles there then. But instead, if you want the meat, you can just get the tinned tuna. And instead of chicken or beef or pork, just use a tinned tuna. It's just as delicious. Ah, the wind taking off. Well, they have to take with me. Right. So I'll just quickly show you how. So the spaghetti I pre-boiled, and if you make your spaghetti or make any noodles, so if the cooking time is 10 minutes, you want to cook about 8 minutes. Just slightly short, because after cook further with all your vegetables, so that way you want to undercook a little bit your noodle, so that way they're not too soggy in the end. So that's the spaghetti. And look, actually, I actually prefer spaghetti than the egg noodle to my stir-fried chicken chow mein. So I'll leave that to that. And also another thing is, keep telling you, is such a versatile dish, is because you don't have to use a fresh chicken like I did now. If you have any leftover meat, you have the roasted chicken in the weekend, you got lots left over, you can just use the leftover chicken, slice peel it up, slice it, and chuck it into your vegetable, and then you can, just as tasty as well. The chicken is getting just started browning now, but I think I still need a couple of minutes. I just want to make sure they're well cooked. Yeah. Like that. Okay. Yeah, keep stirring it, because you don't want them stuck together. Okay. So we're getting there. And the other thing I thought about is if some people like their food a bit spicier, and I tend to do so with my chow mein or stir-fried rice noodles. I usually, because I love this product, it's Laoganma crispy chili oil, and what I do, I usually add a teaspoon, depending how spicy you like, and a teaspoon is plenty for me. I'm not a crazy spicy person, but I like a little bit bite to my food, so I just use a teaspoon of that. You can whip into while you're doing stir fry, or you can add towards the end, or because this thing you can just use as a table dipping sauce or eat as it is. So that's a wonderful thing about this Laoganma crispy chili. Right, okay, this chicken definitely getting browning as we speak. I just like my chicken slightly crispy, not too soggy, so I'm just going to let it cook a little bit longer. And in China, I don't know if you know about this. Hold on. Right, so I cooked in the rain, I cooked in the wind, so I can cook any condition. But I'm not sure I like cooking in hurricane, so this is as far as I'm going. Anyway, in China, we have a standard in meat. So chow mein needs to be dry. So you don't want to have excess water or liquid. So I'm going to show you how you cook chicken chow mein to meet that standard. Okay. Oh dear. Right, come on chicken, I need you brown. Come on. poor little camping help. Don't think it like this windy day. Try to shield them to keep the heat all in. It's still going, right. Right, so this is not, it's about like that, but still not quite brown as I like. So I'd like just a little bit longer. I hope I make you laughing cooking in this condition. But I did make you laugh, and my purpose is served. So it's all about making you happy. Oh dear. Right. So, am I happy with the... Right. So if you cook in your indoors, in your kitchen hob, it won't take as long as this, even because this little camping hob doesn't have that strength to cook fast enough. It's also the reason why I haven't done any meat dish in this week. So it's just because the process cooking time for meat is really long. So do a live show perhaps it's not quite appropriate. But today I just thought it's a Friday. If you want Chinese, what Chinese is best for you have to Friday? It's chicken chow mein, right? So I thought I have to show you guys how to make chicken chow mein. So here we go. In a windy day, outside, in the camping hub. And I'm still waiting for my chicken pieces browning. Come on, browning, you're ready. Okay. Yeah. Okay, now I'm happy. I think that's the stage. I'm happy with chicken, and also just need to make sure they are cooked. Have a little, just break up a little bit, see the inside. Yeah, they are nicely cooked and just get little brown and the edges. So okay, at this stage, so I'm going to add all the vegetable in, all in, which means it's really going to drop the temperature now. So now I'm going to use my spatula instead. By the way, if you're going to use like me making this dish, use a spaghetti, it's about 100 grams per person. So that's why I have about 200 grams here. And the vegetable quantity, you can always increase or decrease. Just make sure the gas still, still cooking. Right. So I'm going to put aside everything on the side, so I leave a gap. So I'm going to add a little bit more oil. So I'm going to fry the garlic and spring onion for a little bit in the same wok. So I'm going to put the finely chopped garlic and spring onion, or slice of spring onion in there. Just as soon as the aroma will come out, and you just can mix them all together. Right, so mix them together. Now I'm going to add a teaspoon of white ground pepper. Evenly sprinkle around. Give a stir. Stir really well. And you want to cook for further a minute or so. And then you want to add your noodles, like so. Wow, I got a big wok full of them. Right, so that down so they not blow away. So I'm going to toss them around like so. God, it's really a wok full of chow mein. This can fit for easily for 4. Oh, hold on. Right. So all this vegetable doesn't require very long cooking time because I want to also keep them crunchy and crispy as well. Ah! Stay down! Oh, brilliant. Now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce. Just evenly spread over the noodles. Right. Oh, it's nice. Got such a nice dense flavor. Another quick stir. Right. Now I'm going to just use about a tablespoon of dark soy sauce. Just give that a color, shiny and a brown color. Just like that. I don't know if you can hear the acorn was dropping on the top of the garden shed. It's making that honk noises. Ah! The leaves! I'll take that one out because the leaves blow on it. Okay. Right, as you know, the noodles pre-cooked, the chickens well cooked, stir-fried, browned, and I check chickens is well cooked, and the vegetable doesn't require long to cook because I want to keep the crunchiness within the vegetable. So that's it. There you have it. And all we need to add is the green pod spring onions, garnish like so. Yeah, now you have it. That's your chicken chow mein. It's done. Right. Thank you for watching, and I hope you're enjoying this cook along with me today. Leave a comment if you like the dish. But whatever you do, you can have a lovely day. Bye.